WearTesters.
Yo, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com, and today we have an official look at the retail version of the upcoming BrandBlack WearTesters collaboration version of the Ether. A lot of you guys probably saw the previous pair, which is back here. This is the wear test sample, so they're a little bit different than these guys, but this is the pair that they sent me to test the shoe out, and then I give them my feedback, letting them know this is what happens with all the shoes. So the JC2s, Jamal Crawford 2s, or J crossovers, J crossover 2 lows, the crossover 3s. This shoe originally, I have a different colorway of it. It's like a cream with a gum bottom. I'm currently working on the J crossover 4s for them. And so that way, by the time that these shoes hit market, they're basically already wear tested from not just me, but from people that work for the brand as well, and other athletes too. So, you know, there's a bunch of different like minds coming in and collaborating basically on the performance aspects of these shoes. That way, by the time they do hit market, they're the best that they can possibly be. Now, these guys I like so much that they approached me and said, hey, did you want to do a collaboration on them? This is like a year ago, and I said sure. I already told this story in the video for those, but yeah, I said sure. I thought it was awesome, and this is basically the fruits of our labor. I think that it's awesome. I am so stoked. I'm so tired right now though, but it's been such a long day, but I really just wanted to, you know, get this video out, give you guys a real detailed look at the actual shoe that's dropping. So before we get into a detailed look, this is the actual release information. I'm going to be reading it off my phone because these are releasing at way more locations than I initially thought, which is crazy because that means that that's that many more people that want to buy like my shoe basically, and I just think that's so weird, dude. That's so cool. I think it's so awesome. So here it is. This shoe's retail price is $120, and they launch on May 14th, 2016, which is next weekend. So if you're in the Bay Area, they're going to be at Bait SF in store, okay? And then all remaining pairs will be sold online afterwards. What time? Not sure. Just whenever they decide to put them on their site, that's what will happen if there's any pairs remaining. The other online stores that will have them is Shoe Gallery Miami, Major DC, basketballshop.ru, brandblack.com, and then weartesters.com as well. Now, physical shops that are going to be carrying this shoe are Bait SF, like I said earlier, Shoe Gallery Miami, so in Miami, Major DC, which is in DC. That's 3 different states that this Bay Area kid's sneaker is going to be in, dude. Like that's insane. Now this place, I don't know what it is. It's VAC Thailand 7 Athletic Club, unless that's just a VII instead of Roman numerals, but so I don't know where that is, other than it being in Thailand, which is not even in America. Another one that's Streetball Russia, and then Titans Philippines. So those are the stores that are going to get them in store to sell. So that's everything that I know about the release information. Again, they're $120, and they're going to be released on the 14th of May at all of those locations. I will have links in the description box below. Now let's take a look at these beauties. Starting off with the outsole, we have a gum bottom, and that's attached to the Force Vector plate technology, which houses BrandBlack's black foam. Now I'm not going to do an official performance review on these because people have said, like, because I'm collaborating this shoe, I'm going to be biased or whatever, which is a valid point. I understand it. However, I would not put my name on something or my brand's name on something that I didn't believe in that worked, you know what I mean? So this actually works, but I will give you my performance opinion on the shoe during this review. Now the tooling of this shoe is exactly the same as the J crossover 3, so the same stuff that I felt about that shoe I feel about this shoe. I love the cushion. I think it's awesome, and then the traction is really good. However, the traction on this pair with the gum bottoms I feel is slightly better than the J crossover 3s that had the translucent soles, and that's one of the reasons, besides it just looking cool, that I picked the gum bottoms, because when I was testing the original Ether that I had, the cream version, those had the gum bottoms, and at the same time I was testing the JC3s, which had translucent bottoms, and the gum bottom on the same exact court stuck way better than the translucent stuff. So when I had the opportunity to basically design a version of this shoe, I went with the gum bottoms because of my past experience where the gum bottom actually stuck better than the translucent. So that is why I feature the gum bottom, other than the fact that and it just looks cool. Now moving on up to the upper, I'm not sure exactly how to say this, but these guys have a blucher design along the upper, and what that actually means is the entire upper is designed so the way that it runs up the shoe, like an old Converse, an old Adidas shoe, the Superstars, what is it, like PF Flyers, things like that. And this type of design is very classic, and it's been used in shoes since shoes existed, both in dress shoes and in performance shoes. And the reason being is that this actually wraps around the foot much better than any other style of lace-up system. So in comparison to the J Crossover 3, which have a slightly altered design, these guys in my opinion had much better lockdown than those. And it's because of the 2-panel design all the way up the front, and then it goes all the way to the forefoot, so you're getting lockdown in each kind of section or area of the foot that it needs at these 3 zones right here. Or I don't know how to, you know, west side, but it's these 3. It's these 3 right here. So bottom, middle, top. And that's what this type of design is going to get you. And then we have a mixture of premium and modern performance materials. So on the forefoot and the lateral and medial support sections, we have a premium nubuck. And then along the mid panel, we have a ballistic or Cordura style mesh, along with a heat fuse weld at the eye stay. You can't see it, but the interior is an interior boot. It's super comfortable. And then inside the back of the shoe, at the back of the collar, you have a giant articulated heel pillow, and that thing just wraps around the foot so beautifully. Like, this whole shoe fits like a glove, and it's awesome. And then the rear of the shoe, I decided to bring in some more premium materials with a premium leather. And then we topped everything off with the WearTesters branding right at the back of the heel. So this is a performance shoe that takes modern materials along with classic materials, as well as a classic styling, and then applies it to modern tooling and modern tech. So you have something that looks great off the court but functions really well on the court. And that's something that I think is really important. It's something that a lot of brands just fail to do right now. You're either getting a shoe that looks really good and performs really bad, or you're getting a shoe that performs really good and looks really bad. Nothing's wrong with either. This shoe just happens to blend both of them together pretty well. Now, as far as their sizing, if you want a perfect 1-to-1 fit, I would recommend going down half a size. However, if you do like a little bit of wiggle room, you might want to go with your regular size. And that is pretty much it. I'm super excited for these things to release. I still cannot even process the fact that people want to buy this shoe. Like, I just think that's crazy. Not this shoe in general, because these have actually been selling pretty well for BrandBlack. I'm just talking about this specific WearTesters version. Like, people have been stoked for this since they first saw this shoe, like on the video or whatever. And it's actually a reality. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see like people wearing these, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's gonna be amazing. So that pretty much takes care of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section, and then all of the stuff that I was talking about earlier is gonna be linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time, guys, have a good one.
WearTesters.
Yo, what's good, guys? It's Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com, and today we got a quick look at the white on white NMDs from Adidas. These things are badass. I love this shoe. I've seen from the midsole down, so basically the tooling that they use here is exactly the same as that model. You have boost in the heel, Adiprene Plus midsole in the forefoot, translucent rubber for the outsole, but the entire traction pattern is identical.